everybody, welcome to Monday Night Live in Lexington, you guys. My name is Kathryn Kauffman, and I'm a psychic medium here in Lexington, Kentucky. Welcome to my every Monday night show. This is where we discover what and who we are in this journey called life. And tonight's topic is very interesting. Let's give everybody a chance to hop on. I'll go over some updates. I do need to see if somebody logging on can give me a sound check. Oh, let's see. Happy Monday. I'm hearing that we're going to start to get some hot weather here. I think close to the end of next week. Let me know if you've heard anything or what you've heard, because there definitely are conflicting reports on this. Now, as far as updates go for the health stuff, not tolerating the iron supplement very well, so I'm going to have an iron infusion. Don't know when that will be, but I'm not seeing but maybe one client or two while I don't have a lot of energy. In fact, the shows are going to be a little bit short, just because, with the herniated discs, it's hard for me to sit up. I do have a TENS unit that helps a lot to allow me to sit up, but I run out of energy pretty quick. So hopefully they will be able to get this iron infusion done quickly, and I will get to feeling better, because I'm really sick of not feeling good. The topic tonight is the National Radio Quiet Zone. This is an area of the United States that radio waves are strictly prohibited. And not a lot of people talk about this. Not a lot of people know about this. So I thought this is a good opportunity to, tune in on this. And I've got to change something on Facebook here because it's always messing up. Go figure that. Are you surprised at all? Not me, no. Streaming softwares leave much to be desired. This is the best one that I've found so far, but there are a lot of programming problems that you got to catch. For instance, when you do a live stream, you want all of your people to see the live stream, and you want new people to see it, so you schedule it for public. But when the stream starts, for some reason, it reverts it to friends only, and then not everybody is seeing the stream. So I have to go in manually and change it, which is a real pain in the butt, but it is what it is. So back to the National Radio Quiet Zones. Now, this is a pretty large area, and I'm going to give you my postulations to kind of sleep on at the end of the show as to a little bit of thought about these things, because we all know that the government doesn't tell us everything. Oh, shock, shock. And so I think that there might be a lot more to these National Radio Quiet Zones than what we think. Okay, so that's looking better. All right. Now, the National Radio Quiet Zone is a large area of land in the United States designated as a radio quiet zone in which radio transmissions are restricted by law. And the reason that they restrict them, they say, is to facilitate scientific research and the gathering of military intelligence. Now, I have no doubt that they are doing that, but I believe that there's so much more than just this. About half of the zone is located in the Blue Ridge Mountains of west central Virginia, while the other half is in the Allegheny Mountains of east central West Virginia. A small part of the zone is in the southernmost tip of the Maryland Panhandle. Now, the quiet zone is approximately a rectangle shape of land, and the east and west edges are approximately 13,000 square miles. It straddles the borders of Virginia and West Virginia and also includes a small part of Maryland. They have an acronym for this, which is NRQZ. So the NRQZ is centered between the Green Bank Observatory in West Virginia and the Sugar Grove Station, which is a military base in Sugar Grove, West Virginia. And so it includes all the land that encompasses this military base and this observatory. Very, very interesting. Let me check for questions at all. Okay. Let's see. Most broadcast transmitters in the central area of the quiet zone are required to operate at reduced power and use directional antennas. This makes cable and satellite essential for acceptable television in much of the region. Restrictions of transmissions are the strictest within 10 miles of the Green Bank Observatory and the Sugar Grove military base, where most omnidirectional and high-powered transmissions are strictly prohibited. Not all radio transmissions are prohibited in the quiet zone. For example, emergency service, police, fire, and ambulance radios and CBs are permitted. However, large transmitter owners, including television stations in the Harrisonburg, Staunton, and Charlottesville markets, must coordinate their operations with the Green Bank Observatory. So the Green Bank Observatory has to approve of, these TV stations. The only broadcast radio station in the core of the quiet zone are part of the Allegheny Mountain Radio Network, with one daytimer AM station in Frost, West Virginia, 10 miles from the observatory. And it is the reason why they're allowed to operate it is a low frequency powered FM station. A low frequency powered station. So the FM stations and the AM stations all have to be low powered stations. So let's say you want to open a TV station. Well, there are exceptions to these restrictions, and they're usually determined on a case-by-case basis. You know what I mean? With preference given to public safety concerns such as, your remote alarm systems, systems that are connected to emergency services, and the NOAA weather radio service. The most severe restrictions in the general public are imposed within a 20-mile radius of the Green Bank Observatory. The observatory policies in the area actively for devices emitting excessive electromagnetic radiation such as microwaves and Wi-Fi access points and faulty electrical equipment, and request citizens to discontinue their usage. So check this out. In Green Bank, the rules are even stronger, so much so that residents who are in direct sight of the radio telescope receiver cannot use Wi-Fi devices or microwave ovens in all Green Bank radio astronomy housing units. Directional cell phone service areas are limited, and this even affects service in Snowshoe Mountain Resort in nearby Snowshoe, West Virginia, which is a major ski resort. So they are extremely limited there in what they are allowed to do with cell phone usage and microwave. Now, here's some pictures that I want to show you of the area. So let's take a look at the area right now. So you can see from the two stars, the one on the left is, I believe, the Green Bank Observatory. Yes. And the one on the right is the Sugar Grove military base. So everything in between and surrounding, actually, if you look at it, the square that is encompassing this area is the National Radio Quiet Zone. So we have a lot of mountain systems and cave systems that extend through this area. I'm going to show you a little bit closer. This is where the Sugar Grove station is, and that is a military base. And you can see that there's a lot of mountainous terrain around there. This shows the Green Bank Observatory, and you can see the mountain range right next to it. Now, here's something that's interesting that I wanted to bring up. I did a search for the most prevalent areas of UFO sightings. You know, what are the most frequently called in areas that have sightings? And guess what? West Virginia. I mean, and the dot is right over the top of the observatory and the military base. Now, here's what I want to leave you with. Here's where I want to throw the stick in the water and agitate it. It's been documented that several, not just one, but several very famous remote viewers in the past have accidentally remote viewed alien bases within mountain range systems. Now, a couple of these people mysteriously died or disappeared after they gave these readings. Now we have this National Quiet Radio Zone, and it's on mountain systems with an observatory and a military base. Very interesting, don't you think? Very, very interesting. Hey to Sheila and Cindy. Good to see you guys. So my thought is, could they be shielding or maybe hiding something that is that are these things maybe coming and going from the mountain system that is located there in West Virginia? Now, if you want to know more about the remote viewers that did the remote viewing sessions for these places that were located in mountainous regions, there is an episode on the Y-Files on YouTube. And so go back through their playlist and look at it. I can't remember the name of it, but go back through their playlist and watch that episode, and then kind of think about the information that we've gone over here. Because if UFOs were coming and going from this mountainous region, it would make sense that if there's heavy traffic in that area, number one, they don't want people to see it. Number two, they don't want any electromagnetic radio frequencies to interfere with whatever's going on there. So, very interesting stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed this little episode. I know it's not as long as normal, but I gotta conserve my energy until I can get treated and get to feeling better. So I hope you guys have a fabulous week. I'm going to post pictures of my garden tomorrow, so stay tuned for that, because I have baby gem lettuces that are this big, and the tomatoes have just gone crazy. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that everything works out and I have tomatoes this year, because last year was blossom end rot. So I've got the calcium out this year. Hopefully we will have some tomatoes and tomato juice and canned tomatoes and all kinds of stuff like that. Thank you, Heather. Appreciate you. If you have any of your friends or family that would enjoy this episode, maybe they like following conspiracy theory stuff, forward the video to them and see what they think about it. Until I see you next time, kisses from Kentucky. Bye, guys.